Alright, so I've upgraded my hard drive a third time, and for good reason. I found a faster one. I've been obsessed with this thing lately. And I got the MX4 SIO function set up for even a better reason. I'm using it for Japanese stuff. And what I've been doing is, since it clutters up my OPL, I got a bunch of these smaller cards, and I put the Sega Ages on this card, and some of the other sets of games I've been putting it on some of my other cards, and I got some coming in the mail, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set them up, the sets of games, on cards like this, so it doesn't clutter up my main game set. Oh, also, check this out. I've learned how to adjust my W-Launch ELF so it looks a little fresher. Check it out. So it has the black with the blue. The developer actually sent me a screenshot, so he was the one that convinced me to go in the settings and tweak it to set it up like this. But another thing, I figured out what these, so you know how it says circle, X, square, triangle, L1, R1, L2, R2. I finally figured out how to launch these. You have to launch them as soon as you hit select. So what I mean by that is, watch this. When I hit down on the selector, I basically disengage the fast start. So watch, when I go up to file browser, okay. Now when I hit select, see how there's no cursor like that? Watch. See, now that I go up into file browser again, I'm going to hit select again. Now that I'm in here with no cursor, I can hit start and see how OPL is there? It's going to start OPL. See what I mean by no cursor? And since this is a PlayStation 1 channel, well, kind of, I have made a PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1 skin. And as you can see, it kind of looks like the PlayStation 1 BIOS and the PlayStation 2 system. But I don't know, I like it. I think it's cool. I think you guys should try it out if you like the PlayStation 1. It's nice. I haven't figured out exactly how to get the audio to work yet. As soon as I do, I'll show you guys how to. Or please, someone tell me if you know how to get the audio to work. But as you can see, when I go to the left here, this is the MX4 SIO SD card. You can see this is the entire Sega Ages set, and I got that on the SD card, so it doesn't, muddy up my main game set. And it goes down to 33, and that's the entire Sega Ages set. This is all Japanese, and these, I don't know if you guys know anything about these Sega Ages. It's all pretty much in progressive scan. It's pretty sweet. It's an arcade set of games, and what it originally was is a just basic arcade set, and some of them have been remastered, and some for the better, some for the worse, but they're new nevertheless, so it's a new experience. So if it's a game you love, you might want to come back and play it again if you haven't experienced it yet. And it's a new challenge, you get to do it in Japanese. But like, I like Columns, for example. I played a lot of it on the Game Gear. I'll start Columns and show you what I mean by progressive scan. Alright, Columns is a bad example. It doesn't have it, but I'm starting Column Tetris here to show you. It has memory card support, and this is the Sega logo, but check out what I mean. We'll start out the Century game. And then the video options in about 75% of these that I've tested so far When you go to options with O, that's the Japanese way, you go to system settings, and then in display, you can go to display mode and change it to either 240p or 480p. And you just go up to this icon here. I don't know what it means, but I'm sure it says yes. And as long as your display supports it, it will work. And see, mine does support it, so my OLED goes into 480p mode. And then you get less lag, everything looks better, and you can exit out. I haven't messed around with anything else, but there is some anti-aliasing and some smoothing features as well. So if you've ever messed with this Sega Ages, it's a really nice setup. There's a lot on here, like 33. One of them is a DVD. The rest of it's all CDs. You got another version of Golden Axe on here. Some people complained about this. I didn't like it either. But no, just another way to use the MX4SIO. You know, put your game sets on your SD card, and then you can put your, main games on the hard drive SSD like I did. It's just it's too much. Putting 10,000 games or whatever it is on the main hard drive, it's just too much to go through. This is just so nice. And the CDs, since they're smaller, they run so nice off of the MX4SIO. Anyway, check it out. It's a good way to run games. Bye, guys.